We are coming to you with urgent and rapidly unfolding developments out of Tel Aviv. What is emerging tonight, captured in real time by countless civilians on the ground, is something few military planners expected to be confronting on the second day of this conflict. A second strike wave is underway. Iran has launched another round of attacks on Tel Aviv, and this time the intensity is unmistakably higher. The volume is greater, the impact zones are wider, and the defensive systems that were meant to shield the city are showing visible strain. Footage is arriving at a pace that is difficult to keep up with. Multiple recordings from different districts, overlapping angles, and confirmed impact sites spread across the metropolitan area. Fires still burning from the earlier barrage are now being joined by fresh explosions. Familiar skylines are obscured by smoke. Emergency response units are stretched thin. Sirens that never truly fell silent after the first wave are now layered with new warnings, new alerts, and new impact confirmations from areas previously untouched. What we are witnessing is not a random breakdown. It is a system under sustained pressure. Both layers of Israel's air defense network are struggling to contain the attack. The Iron Dome is not merely dealing with a higher number of incoming threats. The American-supplied Patriot missile system, deployed as part of Washington's forward posture in anticipation of escalation, is also operating below the confidence once projected by its designers. This matters because what is happening now represents a real-world stress test of the most advanced and costly integrated air defense environment ever assembled in a single conflict zone. The second wave is proving something critical. The first wave was not an anomaly. It was reconnaissance by fire. Iranian planners appear to have used the initial attack to study interception patterns. Which missiles were stopped, which were not, which approach routes proved effective, and which terminal behaviors caused the greatest difficulty for interceptors. That is textbook doctrine in layered missile warfare. You probe, you observe, then you refine. And tonight, that refinement is visible.
The follow-up strikes are concentrated along the vectors that exposed weaknesses earlier. Altitudes, trajectories, and maneuvering profiles appear deliberately chosen to compress interceptor reaction time and overwhelm command coordination. The Patriot system deserves special attention here. Its presence was frequently cited by American officials as a reassurance, a signal that Israeli airspace was protected by a proven platform with a strong operational record. And that record is real. Patriots have intercepted ballistic missiles in other theaters, including attacks launched by Iranian-aligned forces toward Gulf states. But those engagements involved predictable ballistic paths. The weapons striking Tel Aviv tonight are different. Hypersonic maneuvering vehicles do not follow clean arcs. They adjust mid-flight. They arrive at extreme velocities in the terminal phase. The window for interception narrows to seconds. Under sustained, high-density conditions, even advanced systems are forced to operate at the limits of their design tolerances. And when systems are pushed to that edge repeatedly, performance degrades. That degradation is now playing out live. There is another factor that analysts have warned about for years, but which rarely makes it into public briefings. When multiple air defense systems operate simultaneously over the same urban area, coordination becomes a critical vulnerability. Sensors must share tracks. Launch decisions must be deconflicted. Interceptors must avoid interfering with one another's guidance. In low-intensity scenarios, this is manageable. In a multi-axis sustained hypersonic assault, it becomes exponentially harder. The second wave appears engineered to exploit that complexity. Two defensive systems attempting to manage the same threat environment under saturation conditions can, paradoxically, reduce overall effectiveness. The cognitive load on commanders managing live engagements while processing damage reports from a city already under fire exceeds what any architecture was meant to handle indefinitely.
Iran likely understands this. The pause between the first and second wave was not idle time. It was analysis, calculation, measurement of tolerance thresholds. And now those thresholds are being tested. The political consequences are moving as fast as the missiles. After the first strikes, messaging from Washington emphasized control. Officials acknowledged the seriousness while projecting confidence that operations were proceeding as planned. That posture becomes far harder to maintain after a second, larger wave reaches the same city through the same defenses. This is not a narrative problem. It is a visual reality. Thousands of recordings are circulating globally. Every statement issued in the coming hours will be judged against images the world is already seeing. For the United States, the implications are immediate. This operation was launched under the promise of overwhelming control, that Allied cities would be protected, escalation would be contained, and stability would follow decisive action. Tonight challenges that promise. Iran was expected to be unable to sustain meaningful retaliation after the opening strikes. Instead, it delivered a second wave, larger than the first, against a major population center using weapons that are penetrating the most advanced defenses available to Israel and its allies. This shifts the political terrain. Critics now have evidence, not hypotheticals. Allies reassess assumptions. Voters see images that do not match expectations of precision and containment. Beneath all of this lies a more urgent military question. How deep is Iran's remaining inventory? If the missiles used so far represent only a portion of available stock, the strategic balance changes dramatically. Iranian doctrine has long emphasized preserving capability for later phases of conflict. Assets not destroyed early are often intentionally protected for sustained pressure. If that doctrine holds here, further waves remain possible. Escalation now carries escalating risk. Each step up increases uncertainty. De-escalation carries its own costs, particularly when undertaken under visible pressure. Negotiation from a position of perceived vulnerability is politically and strategically difficult. Command centers in Washington and Tel Aviv are now confronting decisions that early planning did not fully anticipate. Key objectives may have been met. Defenses degraded, leadership targeted, infrastructure struck, yet the missiles continue to fly. There is an old principle in military planning. No plan survives contact with reality. The value of that principle lies not in pessimism, but in adaptation. Tonight's reality is clear. The second wave is real. Tel Aviv is burning again. And the next decisions in the next 12 hours will shape whether this conflict escalates further or finds an off-ramp. We do not yet know which path will be chosen. What we do know is what the cameras are showing, what the alarms are reporting, and what the sky over Tel Aviv looks like right now. We will continue monitoring every confirmed development. The moment there is verified movement toward escalation or restraint, we will bring it to you. Stay connected with us.